So it's that time of year where we do our Super Yacht of the Year awards, prestigious event. We do it every year, bit of fun. Also to get some feedback on, what you, the viewers, think is your favorite yacht, or if it's not particularly your favorite yacht, it might be a yacht that has stuck out in your mind. When you think of super yachts in 2024, the first yacht that jumps to your mind could be this yacht. So it's not necessarily for the best yacht, but it's for the 2024 Super Yacht of the Year is the yacht that has dominated the news perhaps this year. We also have another category, which is the best new super yacht of 2024, which we'll go into shortly. This video is to show you the nominations for this, and this is so we can get you to vote. Now we are going to select, the Yacht Report team is going to select our picks for the year for both categories. We're also going to tell you our patron picks for the year and the YouTube picks as well. Because of the limitations of the YouTube's poll, it only allows us to give 4 options. So what we've done is we've created a poll for the patrons. All the patrons, including the free patrons, you can sign up for free now on Patreon. You get limited access, of course, but you can sign up for free, and everybody who signs up gets to vote on the initial poll, which will run until the 23rd of December, should I say. Everybody who votes there, we'll take the top 4 votes from that list, and we'll put them onto YouTube's poll, and then you get to pick your favourites, and we will announce the winners in the different categories in that video, which will come around the 27th, 28th of December. Without further ado, we will now show you the nominations for the Super Yacht of the Year 2024, and then we will go on to the best new super yacht of 2024. First on the list is motor yacht Nord. Nord was built by Lursen in 2020. Overall length is just under 142 meters, which is 464 feet. The vessel is owned by Alexei Mordashov, Russian. It has a beam of 20 meters or 63 feet, gross tonnage of just shy of 10,000 at 9,250, maximum speed of 20 knots, and an estimated value of $500 million. Now, Nord has been in the news constantly over the last 2 years because she essentially fled from Europe and went to Vladivostok, where she reflagged to Russian flag, and she's been sailing around with her AIS switched off ever since. So that is motor yacht Nord. Next on the list is motor yacht Kismet. This is the new one. There's 2 vessels that have been called this. The old one has been sold, has been renamed Whisper. 122 meters or 400 feet in length, built by Lursen and delivered in 2024, owned by Sadiq Khan. Has a beam of 17 meters or 55 feet, a gross tonnage of 5,918, maximum speed is around 18 knots, and an estimated value of $360 million. Right, next on the list is motor yacht Launchpad. This is a 119 meter or 390 foot yacht built by Fedship in 2022. She was completed in 2022, but because of sanctions, the original buyer was Russian. The vessel was not delivered until 2024, when the vessel was sold and purchased by Mark Zuckerberg. It has a 17 meter beam, 55 feet, gross tonnage of 5,049, and estimated value is $300 million. Next on the list is motor yacht Dragonfly, previously Project Alibaba. This is another vessel that has been impacted by the sanctions, the Russian sanctions. The vessel is 142 meters in length of 465 feet, and built by Lursen in 2024. Is now owned by Sergey Brin. It was originally a Russian buyer, but could not take delivery because of the sanctions, so he sold it. Beam is 20 meters or 65 feet. Gross tonnage of 9,408. Maximum speed of 24 knots, very impressive for a vessel of this size, with an estimated value of about $450 million. Next on the list is Sailing Yacht Koru. Sailing Yacht Koru is the largest privately owned sailing yacht in the world at 127 meters or 417 feet. Built by Ocean Co in the Netherlands and delivered in 2023. Owned by Jeff Bezos. Beam of 17 meter or 55 feet. Gross tonnage of 3,500. A maximum speed of 20 knots with an estimated value of $500 million. There's been a lot of controversy around this vessel before she was completed. There was talk of dismantling a historic bridge in the Netherlands, which was upset a lot of people. The plans had to be changed, and the vessel was later moved in the middle of the night to avoid the egging. Also has recently come to light that the company used illegal wood on the teak decking and some of the furniture that was purchased for the vessel. I believe that Ocean Co did not know at the time that the wood was illegally imported into the EU from Myanmar. Next on the list is Motor Yacht Phi. This is a 58 meter, 191 foot yacht built by Royal Husman in the Netherlands, delivered in 2021, owned by Sergei Naumenko from Russia, has a beam of 9.73 meters or 31 feet, a gross tonnage of 499, maximum speed of 22 knots, and an estimated value of $50 million. Phi was detained in London on her maiden voyage. She had been invited to London for an award ceremony in early 2022 when the vessel was detained by the UK government, although the owner of the vessel is not under any sanctions. Vessel has been there for almost 3 years now. A stunning looking vessel, and was picked by people on YouTube to be added to the list. Alright, next on the list is Motor Yacht Flying Fox. 136 meters or 446 foot in length, built by Lursen and delivered in 2019, owned by the Russian Dmitry Kemenchik, has a beam of 22.5 meters or 73 feet, gross tonnage of 9,100 and a maximum speed of approximately 15 knots with an estimated value of $400 million. Now, Flying Fox has been caught up in the sanctions also, and the vessel was temporarily detained in the Caribbean before being released, and the vessel headed to Turkey, where she was laid up for a couple of years. The vessel was directly sanctioned by the US because of her ties to the sanctioned and now dissolved yacht management company Imperial Yachts. The vessel has been recently released from those sanctions and recommissioned and is now back on the charter market. You can charter this vessel for around $4 million per week. Alright guys, we'll move on to our next section now, and that is the best new super yachts of 2024. Now, some of the vessels on this list we've already mentioned, so we're not going to mention them again in full detail. We'll just tell you the names. But on that list, first of all, we have Motor Yacht Kismet, as mentioned earlier. Next, we have Motor Yacht Luminance. This is a 139 meter or 476 foot yacht built by Lursen in 2024, owned by Ukrainian businessman and billionaire Rinat Akhmetov, has a beam of 21 meters or 68 feet. Gross tonnage of 9,400, maximum speed of 20 knots, and an estimated value of $500 million. Next on the list is Motor Yacht Dragonfly, as we mentioned already in the previous section. These are all vessels that have been built in 2024. The next on the list is Project 821, now named Motor Yacht Breakthrough. This vessel is a 119 meter or 390 foot yacht built by Fedship and is technically not delivered yet, but it has been completed this year. The reason why is because the owner, who is believed to be Bill Gates, has decided he wants to sell the vessel. He doesn't want to take delivery of the vessel, and it's been put straight onto the market for sale. This vessel is a first because it has a hydrogen fuel cell for main propulsion. It stores liquid hydrogen on board at temperatures below minus 253 degrees Celsius and uses a hydrogen fuel cell to generate electricity for both hotel load and coastal navigation. The vessel's value is about $750 million. The main reason why it's valued at so much more than Launchpad, to which it's very similar in design, is because of that hydrogen fuel system. There you have it. That's the list for both the best new super yachts 2024 and the super yacht of the year 2024. If you want to vote, you can go to Patreon page and you can find both polls there. If you're already a patron, the poll is open to everybody who's a member. You can go and sign up for free. If you want to vote, you can sign up if you want, or if you don't want to do that, you can wait until we put the final 4 on YouTube and you can vote there. All right, guys, look forward to seeing what you pick as the winner.